Alright, so today I want to work on Mae Ken with you guys. So what I'm going to do is break it down, because being that you're not here with me, I can't really correct you. So if I do a bunch of stuff which is showing the basics of how everything works, breaking it down, it'll kind of give you a mental image, and then you can start getting some repetition on it. So what we want to think about is, we start off in left gear, because this hip is in the back position. Okay, right gear will be this way, hip is forward, so I'm ready for my jab. But Mae Ken being the jab, this hip is coming back. So how do I get to my position? I need to finish in this position, so I don't want to go this way. That's not going to work for me. I can't get any power in that. So I need to propel my arm somehow. So what happens, I start with this side. This is my back leg. This is where I have the most strength for moving my body forward. So what I do is, I'm in this position. If you watch what goes on here, I'm going to go this way. 1 and 2. All right. So I show it from a bit of an angle. You start to watch the stripes on my pants. From here, I'm getting this motion. It's coming out of the ball of my foot. 1, 2. So to get the logic behind it, if I think I want to get power by pulling my shoulder back this way, that's how a lot of people would think. You want to get the most power, go from here. Okay? When I do that, watch what happens to my right hip. It goes forward and then touch. This is a huge telegraph. Plus it's a negative, right? I'm going backwards, I have to stop and then go forwards again. So what if I can stop my shoulder from going back but still use my hip? So think of it like this. If my hip goes forward by 6 inches, my shoulder goes back by 6 inches, that's a total distance of 12 inches. So what if I keep my shoulder there and I move my hip 12 inches? I'm getting the same principle, but the shoulder doesn't go backwards. So what I'm doing now is I'm pushing this one in, and it gets this kind of motion. If you watch the energy, the transmission of power. 1, 2. And because I'm pushing this forward, when I finish, the hip is in the forward position. I don't want to let the hip go back. This motion is weak. Okay, I'm leaking energy this way. So by pushing my hip forward, don't let the shoulder go back. I'm building up like a coil spring here. 1, 2. So I'm getting some propulsion here. I'm propelling the arm forward. I'm not just punching with my arm and being in a strong position. So the hip goes first and works against the shoulder. They don't go together, they go against each other, like I'm twisting opposite directions. Right? 1, 2. Okay. Watch it from the side here. 1. Don't let that go back. 1, 2. Okay. And then at the end, because my hip is pushing forward, I get the stretch of my shoulder here. This part. If I don't get that stretch, this is weak and energy leaks out. So I don't want to have any leakage of energy. I want to have everything locking in. So all my power is going to go into the object I'm hitting. So at the same time, I'm pushing this forward too. I don't want this to happen. I keep this going. If you watch, this is the motion, right? 1, 2. 1, 2. This motion. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show hitting the pad and get the same feeling, right? So from here, my hip is still going to move in. 1, 2. Right. I'm getting the stretch here. So the feeling is like I want to almost bounce off, but I want to bounce off this way. This way. So watch what happens here. I'm exaggerating right now, it's nice and slow. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. The other thing I want you to try to look at is this shoulder. If I exaggerate, I want to drop this shoulder. So as I hit, I want to crunch this way. Don't let the hip go out. The hip still stays third leg. Third leg this way, drop the shoulder into it. So I'm pinching here. Right. 1, If I exaggerate the motion, I can do this. I go 1, 2, 1, 2. So when I hide that, it just goes straight. As opposed to, you can get a good punch like this.
Exactly. Karate. Put it right next to it.
That's winding up, see? Winding up. But instead of going backwards, because this goes forward when I go backwards, right? Don't let this go backwards, just push this forward. Right, that was better.
When we say don't let.
See, if I think, like most people telegraph, you pull back. You want to pull back to get the power, pull back. But when I do that, this hip goes forward, see?
Right.
Okay? I'm broken, but the hip goes forward.
Right.
So, instead of this going backward and that going forward, keep this where it is and make this go forward more. You get it, see? So now, instead of this happening, it's happening this way. See, this doesn't move.
Yeah,
right?
and that helped. You help that by dropping
right.
the shoulder.
That's the
So we want to get power. We think 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you can get power that way, right? Big telegraph. So if this goes back 6 inches, that goes forward 6 inches. It's a total of 1 foot, 12 inches of travel. So why don't I keep this where it is and make this go forward 12 inches? It's the same thing really, except that I don't have any negative.
Right.
I don't think going back, right? So now this goes forward, and then the energy goes boom,
You can see that.
boom, right? So it's like a wave through the body. Right? See? So I slow it down. 1, 2, right? Okay, better. 1, 2, right? So then I can. Now I don't show it so much. I just go from here.
It's incredible that most people think a jab is just a little a little.
So I'm getting that stretch in the back here. That position in the back. My hands are so bad. We've got a couple more. Wow.
See, what's interesting is you've taken Sensei Kimura to the next level in terms of teaching. Gavin's therapy, right?
Hands a bit sore in here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell on the back.
It's great that you've got those yellow stripes right where you're right where you're moving.
You can see what's happening?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like the lineman, right?
They do that, yeah.
Yeah,
They do
it's
that
like
too.
you got your stick man.
So you can see what's going on, yeah.
How's your chest?
So then,
Oh, my
so
chest
then
is
in so Oizuki we say right mic here, right? So I'm doing this on the right mic and going 1, 2, right? 1, 2. So then go from here. 1, 2.
Yeah, all the weight transfer with that. That should be really devastating.
Oh, you know,
It
it's
doesn't
funny.
look like much,
No, but that one straight to my toes.
Yeah, because he's taking his
Oh,
whole
down.
body now moving.
But also at the end, see, I'm not just hitting here. I'm going that way. I'm going down. Coming down.
Oh,
Jeez.
Oof. We'll do a couple more.
Sure.
A little high for me.
this is a great way to get rid of an obnoxious 8-year-old kid. You hold bag, right?
Oof. No, keep going. As many as you want. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
You see, you can hear it.
Oof. Okay. But if I lead more with here now, so what's the difference? If I get my foot there, I can get so much. But now I lead more here. 1.
So you come in with that.
A little bit high for me. So this,
Right.
get this
Pull
just to
it.
lead. Whoa, that was off. Maybe off the other side.
Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't on because that hurt.
Oh. Oof. So the stomach gets me there.
I feel like you're just driving a train through me.
Yeah, that's, you know, even these pads can't absorb that much.
But watch, no.
I mean, that's something else. I just can't, you can't, have you ever had anybody hit you where you were just like, holy crap, this is unbelievable?
Yeah, it's like more.
Now if I think, this hip goes, right? See that?
Whoa.
So now, I do that, but I don't try not to show it. It becomes more hidden, much more hidden inside the body. I'm still doing it though.
Fast.
I was a little bit too sided.
That was
Just to demonstrate what I was talking about before with the hip going forward and the shoulder going backwards. See, that's like a huge amount of time, and it's a big telegraph. And unless the guy's blind, he's not going to just stand there and hit it. Okay? So what I need is a forward motion. It's forward and forward. There's no forward, backward, and then forward again. So steel, can I just use you for a sec? Just put the pad up this way. So if I say to steel, as soon as you see me move the pad out of the way. See, I can't get the pad, right? So I'm going backwards every time. But how about now? Even from a front, more of a distance, you can't move. All right, don't let me that time. Because it's forward, 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 forward. There's no backward, forward motion. That's telegraph. It's also breaking form. I'm breaking my form and punching. If he was to tap, just put that down for a second. If he was to move in, and I'm just slide it. At this point, he's got me. There's no way I can counterpunch him. You go against it, just slide in and punch. I go, one, he's gonna get me every time. I'm in a weak position here. But if I'm here, I can get him first, right? Maybe try punching with that hand. This way, okay? So when he moves, go ahead, go for it. One, it takes too long, right? So even if I do it fast, go one, I'm still gonna get hit. So what I do is I push forward, forward. Man, I can get him first. I push in, it moves one direction. There's no backwards and then forwards motion, right? So that's what we try to show with this hip moving in. My hip moves in every time. This doesn't go back. This goes forward. So it's forward and forward. All right.
The muscles are doing the same.
Okay, so I'm going to do a punch, and I want you to be able to see what it looks like from all the way around. So, working on the same principle again, I'm going to push this hip forward, don't let that go back. Create that spring, it's like a spring here. And one from there. Okay, so you can see how this hip is forward, it's not going back, right? It's going forward. And what that's doing is it's trying to pull this arm back. But I'm not letting the arm go back. Impact, my arm stays there. It gives me a nice stretch on the side over here. So you can see my left shoulder is in forward position stretch. It's not this way, but this way. Stretch the position. That's my finished position. Now when I'm in this position, I'm actually ready and loaded for my next punch. So I can come in and I can go 1, 2. To that position. So this position here is the starting position for my next punch.
I can see when they're gonna be good and when they're not based on your movement. were so twisted on that.
We do a couple uppercuts. Can you do it? Yeah. Just knee in this way. Keep my arm on the side.
Which way?
There you want one of the other pads.
Still more. If I lose my hip,
Jesus
hip
Christ.
goes this way. Nothing. See? It's supposed to be in. There. There.
Holy
Shit,
shit.
I haven't done this in so long. It's nice to feel.
Sensei, where the hell did that come from?
It's a
God.
So you're like,
Oh, geez, don't ever hit anybody with that. Oh my God.
the nice thing about that is if I'm here, we're in close. When I come in, one. The next one now is going to be two. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Go
Two,
for it.
three.
Oh, I don't think anybody's going to be able to stand up after that first one. Holy crap.
Well, the thing is, you don't always get the right thing. Oh, once you know it, you know, it's right.
Wow.